The Ride That Wasn't Mine. Submitted by Elena. Thank you for trusting me with your story. The police told me later that if I had stayed in that car for even 5 more minutes, they probably never would have found me. This happened in 2021 when I was visiting Chicago for a work conference. I didn't know the city very well, so after dinner one night I ordered a rideshare back to my hotel. It was cold, late, and the street was mostly empty. A black sedan pulled up about 2 minutes later. The driver rolled down the window and said my name. I said yes and got in the back seat without really thinking about it. At first, everything felt normal. He asked if the hotel address was correct, and I said yes. He pulled away and started driving. But after a couple minutes, I noticed something off. My phone still showed driver arriving. The trip hadn't started. I figured it was just lagging, but then I looked at the phone mounted on his dashboard. The screen was off. No map, no route, nothing. That's when I checked the license plate on my app. Then I looked out the window at the plate on the car. It didn't match. I felt my stomach drop immediately, but I didn't say anything. I didn't want him to know I had figured it out. I just sat there trying to think of what to do. I leaned forward and said I needed to grab something from my bag. While I was pretending to search, I quietly reached for the door handle and tried to open it. It didn't move. He had the child locks on. That's when I knew I was in real trouble. I asked him if he could pull over somewhere so I could grab water. He didn't respond. He just kept driving. A minute later, he turned off the main road. We ended up in an industrial area with almost no lights. No cars, no people, just warehouses and empty lots. I realized if the car stopped out there, I probably wasn't getting out. So I made a decision that didn't really make sense at the time, but it was the only thing I could think of. I unbuckled my seatbelt and lunged forward between the seats. I grabbed the steering wheel with both hands and yanked it as hard as I could. The car swerved violently across the road. He started yelling and trying to shove me back, but I held on and kept pulling. We hit the curb hard and the car stalled out. The second it stopped, I unlocked the door from the inside and ran. I didn't even look back. I just ran straight into the road and started screaming. A truck driver saw me and slammed on his brakes. He got out and called the police while I stayed behind his truck. By the time officers got there, the man had already taken off on foot. They found him about 20 minutes later, hiding behind a building. When they searched the car, they found zip ties, duct tape, and a second license plate in the trunk. But the part that stuck with me was what one of the officers said after. Earlier that night, a real rideshare driver had been reported missing. Same area, same kind of car. The man who picked me up wasn't just pretending to be my driver. He had already taken someone else.